And now, Amy Halloran.
Over the course of many days, I saw the miles of hated ways, walking the streets of Paris, sometimes hopping the turn bars to the underground. I walked myself in silence on leashes of malcontrivance, held by admirers of my fur. They tossed me bones of falafel sandwiches. They filled my white plastic water bowls with beer. They scruffed my hair and stroked my neck. They lit my cigarettes. Did not say, "Look at the puppy smoking," but "Are you glad I'm here?" "I will make you relax," I promised, my thighs receiving anxious strokes. "Yes, I will make you relax tonight, because you have cleared my doghouse of bums in long-awake trances, stirred by slips of policemen. I will put you at ease tonight. I will make you sleep tonight, because I know how hard it is to be always awake. In the morning, I will let myself out, finding a 10-franc coin in my teeth for cigarettes. I will leave you a note. See you later, hoping I will not, because other masters in Mistrai are calling. Others see me falling, catch my eyes wide looking for that guy I left across the ocean. The one who fed me the right kind of biscuits, the one who cried but let me try to swim across the Atlantic anyway. Over the course of many days, I have seen the wise in ways governments restrict sales of flesh outside of butcher shops. I have smoked my last cigarette that held me to my skin. I am mine and I am his, not his and hers and his. I will fetch my own bones until master friend who does come home. I'm listening to myself blow hot, laughing wind out the windows that welcome Saturday's rainstorm. I am slapping 7 of my knees in uncontrollable glee at the expense of the me who has just left the room. I wonder as I wait at the stairs, calculating the depth of the jabs we blow to our amusement. Is my hand, narrow sleight of life, gripping the banister? Are my ears trained to the games I cannot outgrow? How loud will be my protective laughter after I check my crying steps up to my room, where even in the privacy I project uncertain despair to those who would not care to listen when I ask, "So, what do you reckon of this life anyway?" over breakfast? And "Are you confused?" to the guy who stood in the towel outside his door. "Yeah, I just locked myself out of my room." In that one with the TV where we are slapping our knees, I do not think of the night when I will wash my face with disgust, the metered walk up the stairs past, but my discontent remaining. I cannot put myself to sleep knowing I have maimed the words I could not speak. I cannot stroke the fevered forehead of the me who talks through walls next door. I should think before I act, but I will remember the night. But will I remember the nightmares in the morning? No fear. I will be around to remind myself I should not wound if I want to unwind without dressing. 12 cuts as my clothes lay on the floor, and I lay in the bed running child's prayers through my thick adultish head. Now I lay me down to sleep won't save me any more. I must be awake while I am awake, lest I be at war forevermore. This one's more of a story. 6 days before I go to Italy, I go to a party where my high school friends share pot and beer, hiding from the cops same as we did 6 years ago. I am ignited by the people, characters from a dream placed on the screen for my amusement. Though I have not left my county, yet we slip a language and I cannot understand it. Cans to lips, best friend from 14 now looking like a girl, pearl dots in her ears, shoulder pads shrugging to restricted chin. She is less of a boy than when we were in the summer, riding bicycles up dirt roads to secret boyfriend's house, where stung by bees we trade virginity, mine for wanting to be loved by her. She is less of a boy than when we slept in a tent in my backyard, listening to Blue Oyster Cult at 1 a.m., surges of sensuality sparked by the lyrics, "I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you." The sudden novelty of sex was burned by dispassionate encounter, counting ceiling dots, until a boy has had enough. I could not imagine why everybody made such a big deal of sex. I'd rather be raking the lawn, and I'm allergic to leaf mold. The actors from the farm town play with my brain, try to steal a smile from my face, ask how much acid I've done. I slammed 3 shots in a row to impress eyeline girls. The ones who were 10 are now in junior high. They dress as Kathleen and I did when beer was a thrill, a risk. Paul's cough drops to cover breath when Mother meets us at that door. The turning point. The action boils at slam of screen door with hellos to Chris, brother of my ex-lover, who summons all my wits to my skin, the anxious water to my eyes. I tell him all I've been, all I've done since his brother was in love with me. I might be on the Today Show. I might be getting published. I'm going to Italy. I cram the details into 10 seconds. He promises to give me Eric's phone number after he goes home to change his clothes. I paste, light cigarette, drink beer, suck precious Mary J. till he returns, for 7 numbers that will take me back 6 years, to the first uncovering of love, to the first revelation, whose glory I have not let go of yet. He hands me paper. I go upstairs to telephone, dial penciled plans and wait 2 rings. Hello? Hello, is Eric there? My 11 o'clock call does not startle the answerer, but when receiver is handed to him, he passes a cold, unwelcome hello to me on bed. Pink nylon satin ruffles pull underneath my thighs. Why did you call? I don't know. And we arranged lunch for Monday, 3 days to hold my tremors till I can explain myself to him. I carry my flaming body through the party goodbyes. I cannot believe I talked to him. I puzzle beer can stands with my retreat to car with next-door neighbor who takes me home to quiet lights. My mother is the only one up, startled by my brilliance at midnight. I take beer from fridge, pour it into Pilsner, roll cigarette, and sit at kitchen table. I talk to Eric, I tell her, pink nightgown over her belly, fencing and hedges from ham to mouth to ashtray. 6 years, how the fuck can I still be in love with him? She has no answers, only a kiss goodnight, a switch of the light, and walk upstairs, creak, creak, leaving me to the furnace clicking softer than my heart, which lives at my fingertips till Monday. Dialing numbers of new lover right now. I have to talk to Ralph, but he is not home, so Tom skims fat off my flame for 15 minutes, chatting, passing, and put me to sleep, only to fitfully, barely shut my eyes in room that has known me through adolescence, through love and great sorrow, warning for 6 years the fact that eternity was spoiled by myself. I wake, still lit, packed for sister's graduation, ride with family to Potsdam, where sister glows in day her own, the weather much cooler than we anticipated. Goosebumps add to my hot chills, rain tries to calm me, but I am alone in my hell dancing, cannot invite others inside the burning gaze. I prefer to pair my burning dead in solitude, eating nothing, to narrow waistline, to girl time, to show Eric, I've not changed, I'm still his, should he still take me home. The family caravans have returned to Melrose, me imagining the seduction in the backseat of station wagon. Eric and I petted as my mother drove him home. Recoming, he keeping conversation with Eve. I cannot seduce a lover who twisting non-vinyl type seat. Why not, I decide, and allow fantasy to follow us through the Adirondacks. No one asks for my anxious smile as we unpack. Monday arrives and I cannot eat. I pace, fold laundry, change 3 times till father takes me to station wagon to Albany. We listen to tapes, stoplights giving his frown reason. Because he cannot say, why are you playing with graves? He reprimands me for ruining my lungs. My heart is a part over which he has less control. And I want you to make a concerted effort to stop smoking, he says to the green light, worried eyes propelling the giant yellow station wagon through the intersection. He deposits me 3 blocks from my meeting place, not wanting to see Eric's face, which has grown fat, I notice immediately. He is not the god I implanted on my heart, but through lunch. I cling to illusions. What did you expect? Did you think I'd walk in with a beard, Jesus hair, Arab robe, and sandals? Of course I did, you fool. And we'd embrace and go off to a hotel, resurrect the bell with sex. I'd let you come inside me if you wanted. Through a bagel, his mouth never releasing its pursed displeasure. He nails his coffin tight with plastic fork prongs, seals it with styrofoam cups melted by blistering coffee. I've often regretted getting involved with you. I mean, I didn't want to, but you were so persistent. You were the one who invited me to Montreal, I snapped, dropping paper, smiling at my jitters. You seem to have a hard time growing up, he says, and I do not have to say, don't you think it's your fault? Because I know he thinks it. We both think it. Love was too wonderful to see. I'd break my back for 6 years, lugging his coffin, and he tore mine in 3 months. I wouldn't care if you married a camel, he says. straight to my face, confirming he really is a liar, as my father told me 1 year ago. I hope you don't fall into the abyss again, he says, turning corner, refusing my offer of ice cream. I walk, full legless indeed, free to find cigarette, wiping dirt from my hands, not caring to mar my lips with a kiss to the grave. I collapse, laughing, 3 blocks till I find a box of 3 castles to smoke for 7 more to telephone where I tell Jimmy my last child is 30. I go to bar, wait for him, order beer and smoke, and I smile inexplicable to the tender and customers watching television. Can't you see I've just been to a funeral? I laugh to my seniors, because they are the only ones who care to listen like that.